presented by FMF Racing, is about to get underway for the second time this weekend. This is going to determine the overall. The gate drops. And everybody good through that first part of the turn. And it's number 12, and it's Alken Osterhagen who grabs that all-important hole shot, but it's Everts right there behind him, number 72. And then the 353 looks like it's him in there again, or 359, Maxim Groh. Eddie Wade in the yellow over on the right-hand side of the Monster Energy Jet. Looks like he's got a good start as well. Was he in about 6th or 7th position in the black and yellow? But Everts leads again, all the way already on the first lap. Maxim Groh to the outside, 359. Osterhagen about to get past here by Groh, and he does, who goes around the outside, and he's going after Everts. So Everts, this is the first time he's seen somebody come alongside him so far this weekend, but Maxim Groh will believe that he's the man to challenge the number 72. Kevin Brumman in 4th place, so the rider in red over on the right-hand side, dropping into 3rd now as he finds his way past the number 12 at Osterhagen. So Kevin Brumman, the 359, the 253 on the IXS MXGP Team Yamaha. He's having a fantastic opening round this weekend. But it's Everts who leads. Groh second. People moving around already as I think Voland tried to get into the Yamaha there. So Voland, I think, you'll see it there, the number, oh no, it was actually the 442 of Kjell Verbruggen. There is Voland though, number 11. Maxim Groh just getting passed there by Brumman in that top right-hand corner. So the Yamaha rider pushing the KTM back into 3rd. Then we've got Kjell Verbruggen, and who's that charging down the inside? I think it might have been Florian Mio down the inside of Voland. Frantic action on this opening lap. Wouldn't expect anything else, would you, from these 2-stroke 125s? European Championship action. Brumman, though, what a winter he's had. Massive improvement. 33rd in the championship last year, 25th at the opening round in the Netherlands as he goes after Everts. Didn't qualify the next 2 rounds, didn't score in France, 19th overall in Germany, and 22nd in Sweden, the final round of the championship. So for him yesterday to finish in 2nd and be challenging for a race lead at the moment here is absolutely fantastic stuff. And Everts leaves the door open, and Brumman doesn't need a second invite, but Everts gets on the gas, takes a longer route round, but are we going to see him cut back to the inside, the rider in 2nd? There's a rider that's down, that's 11, that's Voland. So Voland crossed the line in 6th position, so he picks himself up, and Everts loses the front as he drops downhill, and Brumman is going to take over the lead. Aggressive move, absolutely closed the door, took no prisoners. Everts wondered what the heck happened there. So Everts now down in 2nd as he gives chase to the Yamaha of Kevin Brumman. Kjell Verbruggen in 3rd in the bright-coloured helmet there. Florian Mio is next, then Maxim Groh. Eddie J. Wade will now be 6th, and then Håkan Osterhagen, Andrea Bonacorsi, Andrea Roncoli. And I'm not sure exactly where Max Voller would have picked himself up, what position, but he went down just as you turn right onto the start straight. But Brasseras made a good start. Camden McLennan gets through the first lap this time around. He was down the back end of the field yesterday after a first lap incident where he lost his front mudguard. So hopefully the South African and former European 85cc champion can improve on that 16th position on a much drier, much faster and more open racetrack than we had yesterday. A little bit out of shape there. This is 247 of Mio. So Mio's been passed by Maxim Groh. So the 2 French riders there, the 359 and the 247. And they're going to be banging bars here if they're not careful. So Mio goes back past. So Maxim Groh, the French rider. just losing a position there. There he is, the 359. But how different does this racetrack look? I was talking to Ryan Hughes this morning, just during the MXGP, just after the MXGP warm-up. And he just was just like, you know, can't believe the way the circuit has changed overnight, with a little bit of wind and respite from the rain. But Everts had about a half a second advantage over Kevin Brumman at the end of that first lap, but it's Brumman who leads. There he is, and that's going to be more than 2 seconds, I would say, close to 2 seconds. The gap between them, 2:47.1, 3 seconds actually the gap. So 2:50.7 for Everts. Then Kjell Bruggen goes through in a 2:51, and then we've got Florian Mio, that's him, and then Maxim Grotus there. Heavyweight 6, Osterhagen 7, Bonacorsi 8, Roncoli 9, Pettit 10, Pietro Razzini is 11, Rasseras, the RFME rider, is in 12th, and Saad Suleimani of France, who fell in this corner yesterday in the first race, he's in 13th. Camden McClellan making steady progress up into 14th on the 422 machine from, well, he's based himself in the Netherlands at the moment. But Max Voland in 19th position. He already had that one little mistake at the end of that first lap. There's Eddie Wade. And Voland in more trouble here, is he? Whoa. Getting roughed up. So here's your race leader, Kevin Brumman of Switzerland. Tell you what, he is not scared, is he? He's letting it all hang out, but this is now down to Liam Everts just to sort of grow a set and say, you know what, let's just pull the pin, let's go. But he's also mindful of the fact that he could leave here with the overall championship lead, and this is what this is all up for grabs here. So it must have been a mistake on that opening lap for Everts, because that's not a 3-second advantage anymore. These two are tied on points. Everts won the first race, Brumman was second, and it's the opposite way round here. So if it finishes like this, then we're going to be hearing the Swiss national anthem at the opening round here. But Everts up on the pegs. We'll just say, right, breathe, get my head down and go, and see if we can find our way back past the Yamaha that's sitting right there ahead of me. A little bit untidy towards the end of that wave section. Look how shiny it is as we go down to the bare rock pretty much. Kjell Bruggen was about 3 seconds behind Everts at the start of the lap, but as Everts closes in on Brumman, that gap might extend between the second and third place riders. Lap time yesterday in much more different conditions, 3:11. So wow, 2:47 fastest lap. There's 42 for Bruggen's down. So Kjell Bruggen picks himself up. That's just after that long right-hander. Watch this. This is where we're seeing riders. Oh, these are two riders going down here. One. So we've got two angles on that. 44 down before. That was Suleimani, but then traffic congestion all around this venue. But there you go. There is Kevin Brumman still leading the way. And Everts, 2.4 seconds down. So he has pulled a little bit of time back, around about 6/10 or so. So Everts obviously quick on the second half of the lap. That's where he seemed to make the time up on Brumman. Florian Mio now about 5 seconds back, but he's in third. That's him in that bottom left, right corner, bottom of the hill. Maxim Grau about 3 seconds behind him. Fourth, Eddie Wade, fifth. What's that? That's going to give him 7th overall if he stays there. Andrea Bonacorsi is about a second behind Hakan Osterhagen. And then we've got Roncoli, Pettit and Razzini rounding out the top 10. For Bruggen picks himself up in 11th place ahead of David Rasseras and Camden McClellan, who's now 13th. Just saw Andrea Roncoli just behind this guy here. So the 32 in red. Roncoli. Just behind Hakan Osterhagen. So the number 12 on the Kramer Racing KTM, there he is, the lead rider in that shot. He's currently in 6th position at the moment. Their lead rider, of course, in the European Championship the last couple of years has been Kevin Horgno, but obviously he's now in MX2. So it's, the torch is handed to Håkon Osterhagen. Just behind these two, probably a couple of seconds or so, Andrea Roncoli, right in the 1:15. From Italy, there he is in the background on his Husqvarna, and then just behind him, we've got Meko Vetic, the 6:51, as Bonacorsi finds his way past Osterhagen. But fantastic ride at the moment for Kevin Brumman. As we said, barely qualified and barely scored points last year in the 7 rounds of the championship, but maybe just coming up from 85 ranks, you know, and jumping on a 125 like Everts, like so many riders last year, just learning the bike, trying to grow with it. And we've seen that kind of change with Everts as well in his 2nd year. So 2:46.2, fastest lap of the race for Brumman once again. He's getting quicker and quicker. Everts at 2:47.2, so that gap now back out to 3.3. So again, we're in that territory with 13 minutes, more than 13 minutes to go. Brumman and Everts will be tied on points at the end of this, and it will be Brumman who will hear the national anthem after this first round. But they will all have a chance to regroup, because the 2nd round, not until Spain on the 18th and 19th of April. So Everts looking to regroup if he can. Florian Mio about 6 seconds behind now. So Grau 4, Wade 5, Osterhagen 6, Bonacorsi, Roncoli, Vetic, Razzini. They are your top 10. The Bruggen is still there in 11th place. David Brasseras is 12th. There is the American, number 11. But Max Voland, he's in 17th place. So just an error-strewn couple of races for him. He would have come here expecting so much more. And I'm sure he would have had the wisdom of his old man, Talon Voland, saying, hey, it's not going to be easy. Yes, I can build you up and say, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, but there are going to be some challenges. And the biggest challenge we faced yesterday was a wet circuit, and you can see it's drying out. So again, a completely different racetrack, but that one little slip towards the end of the first lap, it's cost him, because he was inside the top 10 and he's now 17th, having to ride hard, ride over himself just to make positions. He's behind the 309, I think 207 actually, of Xavier Casal. So Casal, the VHR Racing KTM rider, as we go back to our race leader. Oh, look at the splits, actually, about the same through the first sector for Brumman and Everts. But Everts was quicker in sector 2, 39.3, 38.6. So pulls a little bit of time back. They're about the same in sector 3. But Everts will know that the fact that he can see he's closing again on Brumman. So that's all you need sometimes, that extra incentive to know that that gap is there and it's coming down. Through the final corner, just about to come to the end of lap 4. Brumman over the line, and it's another fastest lap of the race at 2:45.6. Everts, and then Everts comes through in second with a 2:45.9. So he goes the fastest he's gone all race, and 0.3 slower than the race leader. So again, that gap is eking out 3.6 seconds now between first and second. A little bit further down the order. Looks like Ivana Van Erp just at the top of the screen, possibly. Certainly one of the MJC. Oh, it might be Bumpers, actually. Let's have a look. Just a little bit further down the order here, anyway. one of the MJC Yamahas launching into action. Yeah, it was Ivano van Herp actually. He's got Carlos Alberts Resulis just ahead of him over on the right-hand side. So a couple of star players from the 65-85 days. But welcome to the big time here in the 125 class. There is the 19 as well of Maris Pumpas. So both the MJC Yamaha boys parked down the back end, out of the points. And not all the riders getting over that finish line double. Oh, hello. Welcome back, Mr. Evans. Pulls about 6/10 on the first split. About 2 seconds on the second split. And guess what? On lap 5, all of a sudden, Liam Evans is back in contention again. Nicely through the rhythms. So Kevin Brumman is on the ropes here. Looking for slightly different lines. We've just got over 9 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Just disappearing behind the clouds at the moment, but here we go, challenge for the lead. And just, I was about to say, just like his old man did to James Stewart in the Motocross of Nations 2006, Evans does exactly the same to Kevin Brumman on exactly the same corner. So Evans regains the lead on lap 5, almost loses the front end of the right-hander at the bottom of the hill, but he's exactly where he needs to be right now. Heads uphill. This is down to Brumman now to see if he can respond and react. Looks the slightly bigger of the two riders in terms of a little bit more bulk on him, a bit more bark. So a 3.6 second deficit on lap 4 has been Joe and Brumman cases and going to the berry farm in the morning for a change of pants as well. But the gap now 1.1. So that was a good gain for Evans. The 247.1 compared to 251.9 of the Swiss. This was the move around the outside. Had to have a couple of goes at it, eventually made it stick. And if he stays there, you know, that'll be a very popular victory here. His dad, Stefan, of course, was very popular, and Brumman losing ground very quickly. So Evans, KTM Liemski, rider back in control. He led from the first corner, got passed pretty quickly by the hard-charging Kevin Brumman, but Brumman it is now that has just lost his way a little bit as Evans has found second gear and decided to go into cruise mode. Here are the two Gas riders, the RFME juniors, battling side by side. So Guillaume Perez and David Brasseras there, fighting over at 12th and 13th for the RFME Gas MX Junior team. Of course, Gas a new manufacturer in a paddock this year. But Liam Evans weathers his own little storm. Makes his way back towards the front, just doing little things, just that little bit better, a little bit cleaner through some sections. And obviously Kevin Brumman, he had a good time at the top, led for a few laps. Maybe the pressure just started to tail a little bit, but Evans suddenly closed him down 3 seconds and then made the move, made the pass. And this will be good for Brumman because it's going to be back-to-back second-place finishes if he stays there. It's going to be second overall, his first ever podium in 125 European Championship action. But 5.5 minutes still to run, plus 2 laps. Lap times, of course, around about 2:47, 2:48. So there's still a little bit of work to do after that 2-lap board goes out. And again, short on the finish line, but having a go at it at the very least. Possibly one of the most natural terrain circuits that we've got on the calendar in 2020. Just natural hillside, only gets used once a year. When we arrived on Thursday, it was just pristine. Now it looks more like a proper racetrack. There's Evans. He's already disappeared at the track. 4.8 seconds a gap between them as they came over the line. Maxim Gros is still there in third, and that's going to give him third overall with Florian Mio. Those two are separated by about a second and a half at the moment. The 3.59 and the 2.47, third and fourth in the race. And obviously, with them tied on points, Grau in third and Florian Mio in fourth, that's how it will finish the final podium position. So might go back to that battle if we can, between third and fourth. They're about 13 seconds down on, there we are. And that's how close they are. So this is a battle for third place. Both tied on points. Maxim Gros, they're both challenging. They're tied on points at the moment. So Maxim Gros and Florian Mio absolutely line astern, and actually Mio fell. So that will hand the advantage, as we said, just to Maxim Gros because of that mistake. So it's down to Mio now to try and close him back down again. Maxim Gros, who fell yesterday, he was running in second position until lap 3 when he went down to 13, so he rode good to get back to 8th. But he leaves the door wide open there, and easily through goes Florian Mio, gets himself back into that podium position. So Everts continues to lead, Grumman second. Grau, this is where he fell a lap ago. He's now back in the third. Mio is back in the third. Grau fourth. Håkan Osterhagen is fifth. Bonacorsi sixth. Eddie Wade seventh. This was the pass that put Mio back in the third on his compatriot Grau. He's already starting to pull a little bit clear. Look, just behind is Håkan Osterhagen. So the number 12 on the Kramer Racing KTM, just a few seconds off of these guys. Everett still has an 8-second advantage over Brumman. But Bonacorsi is in 6th, Eddie Wade 7, Mako Fedic 8, Roncalli 9, and Razzini is 10. Kelvin Bruggen is 11. Waiting for these guys to come through, of course. That's how it was at the end of the previous lap. So third and fourth coming towards us. There's Maxim Gros through the first corner, down past pit lane. See how the circuit is starting to cut up. It's nice and choppy. It's going to be hard and edgy though, probably as hard as we've seen it in recent years. When you rip it, you've got that loamy soil. And when you just leave it, you go down to a little bit of old school, down to the bare bones of the circuit. Everett's dealing with the back markers there. As he launches down over the step down.
But he's currently in a 14th position, number 11, Max Verstappen.
So Everts, just over a minute to go, +2. So by the time he comes around next time around, the 2-lap board will go out. Such is the length of this racetrack. Just shy, 50 metres shy of it being a 2-kilometre length. Well, a little bit offline there for Mio in third as he comes into the land.
2:45.65, so he was even quicker.
So Everts continues to lead. Brumman second. A little bit down the order, just outside the top 10. We've got Kjell Bruggen and the man down, Grau and Osterhagen finds his way through, and so too does Bonacorsi, and then Wade throws it away. So Eddie Wade just lost the front end. It's what happened to Maxim Gros. He's in fourth. Long, tricky off camber. Saw Ben Watson go down there in MX2 last year. So you're always fighting for traction in these off-camber corners. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys have remounted. But Osterhagen should be 4. Bonacorsi will now be 5th. Mako Vetic went through, actually. So Groh picks himself up, but behind Eddie Wade. 2-lap board has gone out. Everts around the first turn. 9.8 seconds. So 9.8. Anyway, the story of the race so far, Liam Everts led. Kevin Brumman, though, forced the issue, went down the inside of the Belgian. Everts responded immediately and then just managed to stay on 2 wheels, but the bottom of the hill here was an aggressive but fair move from Brumman. He closed the door down on Everts. And then a few laps later, Everts, just like his old man did at the Nations in 2006, went around the outside of his rival, took over the lead. In this instance, it was Kevin Brumman, and from there, as you say, he's never looked back, but always nice and cheeky to have a look back every now and again. But he's got 9.8 seconds to play with. Best finish last year, Liam Everts was a 5th place race finish in Germany. He got a couple of 6th place finishes in Belgium at home. That was good enough for 5th overall. So to come out with a race win yesterday, he's currently leading with just over a lap to go here in race 2. It'll be his first visit to the podium, his first race win, his first double race win. It'll all happen here at Matchley Basin. And from that point of view, he's doing what his father did so many years ago. He's going to stand on the top step of the podium here. Stefan Everts won 5 British Grand Prix, 3 in a row, 95, 96, 97. They would have all been at Fox Hills. Then 05, that would have been Matcham's, and then 06 here at Matterley. So 14 years after Father Stefan stood on the top step of the podium here at the GP, Liam Everts is going to do that father-son thing and repeat the feat and stand on top of the same podium in the 125 class.
It's just in for some great racing.
But the thing is, the
so
riders are going to be super.
Heading into his final lap. 2:49.7 on the previous occasion. Just cruising now. 9 laps in the books at 2:51.6. I won't say he's got an unassailable lead, but he's got a comfortable lead. Just looking across towards the finish line to see where Brumman is, and the answer is about 11.3 seconds. And the KTM Liensky rider, everybody getting in on the act there. There's Bob Buchanan, seen him on the podium many times with the likes of Brad Anderson and Lewis Gregory over the years. The bearded one. Here's Mio, Florian Mio, he's in 3rd place. Still riding like podium life depended on it. This will keep him 3rd overall on 35 points. 6th in race 1 yesterday. Going to be 3rd here in race 2. There is Kevin Brumman. He's in 2nd position. 2 second place finishes. Look, that'll give him 44 points. And he'll say, you know what, Spain, the next round, if I work on this and work on that, maybe I can challenge for the race win. Maybe I can even stand on the top step of the podium. It'll be a brand new venue just close to Madrid when we go there on the 18th and 19th of April for round 2 of the EMX125 European Championship presented by FMF Racing. But Liam Everts has ridden a perfect race yesterday, a near perfect race today, in that he led, got past, found his way back to the front. He hasn't led every lap of race 2. It's what happens on the final lap that counts. And this is the final lap. the number 72 is on course for taking his first European Championship victory. Been on the podium in 85, but finished third in the European Championship in the 85 class a couple of years ago. So in terms of a round win, this will be his first. And by the way he's riding, you'd have to say the first of many. He's made it look effortless. So a handful of corners to go, less than 3 corners. And Liam Evans launches uphill for the final time. He's in the left-hander. Here he is. And 14 years after his dad won the British Grand Prix here at Matterley Basin, Liam Evans wins the EMX125 European Championship round at the same venue. And he does it in perfect style as well. A double moto win, and he will lead the championship going into round 2 in April. Kevin Brumman, though, what a ride for him, because finished second yesterday, and he comes away with a second today. He's going to finish second overall, and what a transformation for the young Swiss rider on the IXS Yamaha. And then we wait for Florian Mio. 10 seconds later, Florian Mio arrives over the line in third, and that's going to be good enough for third overall. But Liam Evans, what a performance this weekend, and what a result. And he will take the red plate to round 2. So Evans getting ready to grab a word. Here is views after the race. See how windy it is. Anyway, here's Lisa with Liam Evans, our round winner. Perfect score this weekend, and a little bit of history made here today. So Evans, while we wait for him to get into position, Evans wins it from Brumman, Mio, Osterhagen, Bonacorsi, Vettic, Eddie Wade 7, Maxim Gros 8, Andrea Roccoli 9, and Pietro Razzini 10. David Brasseras was on charge in the last lap, got himself up to 13. But anyway, here is your round winner this weekend, Liam Evans.
Liam Evans, massive congratulations. First double race win, first visit to the podium in this class, and first ever European Championship victory. Congratulations.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it when I came here, but I'm really happy. The second moto was pretty tough on me. I don't know what Kevin had, but I managed to get a clean pass on him and finish the moto off. It's been a long year last year for my dad as well. This one's for him.
Congratulations, thank you.
Family photo. Harry Evans on the right-hand side in tears, a 4-time world champion. Stefan Evans in the middle, a 10-time world champion. And Liam Evans, a 125 European Championship round winner now here at Matterley Basin. A great start to the 2020 season, and a nice dedication to his dad as well. Yes, he had that malaria, probably still suffering with it. But they're getting on, they're just putting it behind them as they do as champions. And Liam Evans leads the way here after the first round. Give you official confirmation then of this second race here at Matterley Basin EMX125 Championship presented by FMF Racing. Liam Evans wins it from Kevin Brumman, Florian Mio, Håkan Osterhagen, Andrea Bonacorsi, Maiko Vettic, Eddie J. Wade. Good recovery there for EJ, and then Maxim Gros, and then Andrea Roncoli and Pietro Razzini. Then we had Kjell Verbruggen, Guillaume Ferrez Plaza, David Brasseras, Max Boland up to 14th in the end ahead of Saad Suleimani, Camden McClellan, Xavier Cavall, Magnus Smith, Martin Van Oda, and Rasmus Pedersen.
So please, if you wouldn't mind getting back prompt.
And the overall,
Brilliant job,
Liam Evans, maximum points, so he wins the round this weekend. Look at that, the only Yamaha in a sea of orange. Kevin Brumman second, riding out of Switzerland, and then Florian Mio. That's your top 3 riders. The first of the Gas riders, Guillaume Ferrez Plaza, coming home in 12th for the RFME Junior Gas team. But what a transformation this Matterley Basin circuit has undergone. overnight. Championship looks like this, obviously. Liam Everts winning the first round here. And look at that, another red plate on the front of an Everts motorcycle. It's been 14 years since that happened.
Gentlemen, the overall results for the EMX125
because, of course, Everts won the World Championship in 2006 in MX1 and rode much of that year with the red plate, turned it to gold at the end of the season and then retired. But Florian Mio on the podium here.
It is Kevin Brumman.
Kevin Brumman, second overall. IXS Yamaha MXGP team. Good ride, and what a winter he's had.
But the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the EMX125
first podium for all these guys.
Perfect 1-1 score. It is Liam
but Liam Everts is going to be a popular winner. Florian Mio actually got on the podium at France 2018, third overall, so his second career podium. But Stefan Everts, team owner, obviously. And you know what? I wonder when we get words from Liam after the podium. I wonder if we can speak to Stefan as well. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Trophy goes to Florian Mio.
So SWP Concrete, they're responsible for the tunnel just after the finish line jump. Been a massive supporter of this British Grand Prix over the years. And Jason Barrow doing the honours here. And Kevin Brumman takes his second place trophy. What a ride from him. Yeah, get a selfie, why don't you? And Liam Everts, KTM Liemski, takes his first ever European Championship winner's trophy. He does it here in perfect fashion. And Dad Harry, wow, what a day. The third generation of the Everts family. Stefan will stick that on his personal trophy cabinet. And believe me, that is a trophy cabinet as well. It's a man cave and a half. I've had the privilege of going to his house over the past few years, but Eddie Hurd, the FIM Europe Motocross Commission president, hands Liam Everts his first ever red plate, 14 years after his dad raced with the red plate for so long in 2006. And what a family occasion, what a moment. What a little piece of history being made. Both winners around here. And for the first time this season, we will hear the national anthem of Belgium. The beauty of motocross, 3 generations of the same family, 2 of them world champions, 1 of them quite possibly after today's performance could be on his way to his first European Championship. I know there are a few rounds to go, but what a fairy tale start to the 2020 season in this FMF, or this 125 European Championship presented by FMF Racing. And wow, the story continues, the legacy continues, let's say. Let's take a look at some of the best moments, and when we return, it will be to talk to our top 3.
Congratulations. Comfortable race win in that first race. Little mistake in that second race, but it really didn't matter. Easily recovered. And you made history here today because your dad was on the podium 14 years ago.
Yeah, I got a good start. Kevin got around me. I just tried to follow. I was able to. Then I don't know what he had. I think he had the arm pump a little. But I gained some spots. I had some good spots where I gained. And then eventually got around him. I had a comfortable lead and won. I'm really happy to win 14 years after my dad here. So very happy.
Massive congratulations. Thank you. Second overall today, we have Kevin Broom. Kevin, looks like you had a fantastic winter training. Great to see you challenging for the lead. Couldn't quite hold on to that lead, but you've got your first podium.
Yeah, it's my first podium. I had some arm pump in the second race, but I finished second. I'm very happy. I want to thank all my sponsors, my family. My brother can't be here, but I love him, and my manager and IXS, and I'm very happy to be here.
Congratulations, thank you. Third overall today, we have Florian Mio. Florian, a sixth and a third, and your first podium. Smiles all around.
Yeah, I am very happy. I am a good start at a good race. My bike is strong and my training was good. Thanks to my mechanic, my parents, my team Diga, and my sponsor.
Congratulations, thank you.
Great to see a fresh-looking podium here at the opening round of the EMX125 Championship presented by FMF Racing. Florian Mio, a second visit to the podium in his career in the 125 category. Is he going to be challenging for the championship? Of course he is. Of course he is. And he'll be looking forward to go to Spain in April when this series resumes for the second round. But what an improvement this guy's made. No one had even heard of him last year. All of a sudden he tops the time training sheet yesterday. He goes to the line second, and he comes away with 2 second-place finishes. Career best, his first ever podium as well, but we're going to see a lot more from him. And what a fairy tale start to the year for this guy. Number 72, Liam Everts, as he goes 1-1 here, opens up his championship account with 50 points. And Liam Everts is on the way to Spain with the red plates after winning here today. Congratulations to him and his family.
Congratulations all. I'll start with you, Liam. First red plate for you. Big moment.
Yeah, I've been waiting a long time for this one. It's been a hard work, of course, and to finally pay off for the first win, it's really nice, but I won't stop working. I'm going to keep on working as hard as I can, and we'll see us in Spain, I think it is.
And of course, Stefan, you actually were on the top step of the podium the first time the GPs were here in Matterley. A big moment. I know it was a tough year last year, so it makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure, forgets all the misery I had last year, and yeah, it's my last podium here in Matterley when I retired, and now his first one in Matterley and his first podium, so it's fantastic. It's just a great celebration in our family to see this happening. He did a great job today and yesterday, and congrats to also the other guys who are on the podium, but looks like we're going to have a good season, and hopefully he can maintain this fitness and he stays healthy.
Thank you. And of course, Harry, tears were in your eyes. It's actually the first time in 14 years that we've seen a red plate on an Everts bike. What does this mean to you?
Oh, this means much. When I was when I was looking Liam riding today, and I was thinking Stefan here the last race he did, and I see Liam in that same corners. He have a little bit the same, I think a little bit like completely the same style like Stefan have, and he was so clever riding, and has do something for me, yes.
Congratulations to all of you, because I know it's a family effort. Thank you.
What a day here for the Everts family. 3 generations. All 3 of them have stood on the top step of the podium.